Hello, this is Reverend Erin Goodman. This is video 3, the third and final video of Slow Holidays 2017. I am recording all 3 videos, changed my scarf to mix it up a little. But I have a quiet house today and a day off. So I am trying to record all these videos so I can have them ready to share with you in the coming days. So the light, I'm losing the light a little bit, but I'm just going to keep going and record this video so I have it to share with you. So in the first video, I talked about letting go of expectations, letting go of physical stuff, decluttering, getting some stuff out of your space. Letting go of things on your to-do list that you do because you feel a societal expectation to do it, or some other expectation other than that it's really part of your value system, that it's really important to you. And so letting that go. And this isn't linear. You can come back to each of these steps at any time, and I do this all the time, not just in the holidays. This is these kind of 3 steps are just sort of part of my cycle that I go through, monthly, seasonally, annually, of just kind of processing my life. So letting go. The second thing, inviting in, really being conscious of what you want to bring into your life, and in this case, into your holiday experience. Creating maybe a guiding word or phrase or mantra or symbol or something that can help you come back, when you start to feel that pull by all the shiny things, right? Shiny things. This time of year is just all the shiny things of retailers and I work in retail too, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just everybody is competing for our attention and our dollars, and really not getting pulled off your course of what's most important for you. The Pinterest expectations of what the holidays will be, what the baking will be, whatever it is. Family expectations that may or may not work well for you. Work expectations, employer expectations of how you'll be spending your time right around the holidays. These are all places where you can use some discernment and some intention to come to what works for you and sort of set some boundaries around that. So we're sort of letting go, we're inviting in, we're being intentional. And then here we are, the holidays are coming, or they're here, depending on when you're watching this video. And there's things happening that you can't control. There may be places that you have to be that aren't comfortable for you, or aren't healthy for you, or aren't where you want to be. Sometimes we have to do that during the holidays. So how do we stay mindful and centered and peaceful inside when we can't control everything, because we can never control everything that's happening on the outside? So for 25 years, more, since my early 20s, when I discovered yoga and mindfulness practice, using the breath is my tool that I'll always come back to. It's, for me, the most powerful in any moment that I can take a breath. And sometimes even that alone can put enough space between the feeling sensation and the impulse and the reaction. I'm feeling frustrated, and then just take a breath and then respond to whatever it is. sometimes it's going somewhere alone to just sit and have a few breaths outside, tucked away somewhere at work. I work in a restaurant. We all joke about, going into the walk-in cooler. It's like our happy place, like it literally helps you to cool off physically, and just, it's quiet in there. So that can be just the place to go. That's just, the other thing I want to share a short reading, and then I just want to share a couple of my favorites. So this is Peace is Every Breath. Thich Nhat Hanh. I like to carry something from Thich Nhat Hanh with me at all times, either in my bag or in my car. I find his writing to just be so accessible and so calming quickly, to just bring me into the present moment. So I'm going to read a short passage, but I also wanted to share a couple of other books that are kind of my always going back to and always in cycle reading. Jon Kabat-Zinn, This Is Wherever You Go, There You Are. One of my favorites for mindfulness. Full Catastrophe Living is another of his books. That it's just, I also find him very accessible, very easy to read, and I love his writing with his wife, Mila, and they have books that they've written together on parenting. So just, this is one of my favorites. And then John O'Donohue, this is To Bless the Space Between Us. Anam Cara is another of my favorites. But John O'Donohue, I particularly like his prayers, the way he writes, and all of these books that I'm sharing are ones that I can drop in and out of. I can pick up and just go right into a page and just meet myself exactly where I am. And this is another Thich Nhat Hanh, How to Love. This is a whole little collection of little books. I got this one at All That Matters in Wakefield. If you're local to me, that's one of my favorite places. But there's, in this collection, I don't know if it's going to say, but there's like how to eat, how to sit, how to walk. And it's just tiny little mindfulness lessons based around a theme. And before I read, so this is where at a certain point, and again, I do this with my engaged couples when we're getting ready to move closer to their wedding. At a certain point, I really like to encourage them to come out of the doing space of this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that, and making decisions and doing things, to being in the space of being present with what is, and letting their wedding experience unfold as it's meant to unfold. And being in that flow, being in your body, with your breath, with the one you love, without trying to control or change what's happening. So that you've done the planning, right? You've done the to-do list. You've done the intention setting. You've done the careful decision making. And then right here, right now is what is. And being with that and enjoying that. And finding joy all over, in all the little moments. And that's where I like to be at the holidays too. Just coming to, and for me, it's right about solstice, where I really like to, what's not done by this point isn't going to get done. That's, not to say that I'm not going to run to the drugstore for a couple of small things at some point, but I really try at that point to just come out of that doing mode and come into what I call sacred space, what is for me sacred space of being with what is, using the ingredients on hand, being with the people who are here in the setting that we're in, and being present with it. So I would like to close this, our final video of this little series, with a reading from Thich Nhat Hanh from Peace is Every Breath. I'm going to take off my glasses because I have to do that to be able to read. Okay. If it feels okay for you, just close your eyes and take a nice breath in. Breathing in, I feel my breath coming into my belly and chest. Breathing out, I feel my breath flowing out of my belly and chest. Breathing in, I am aware of my entire body. Breathing out, I smile to my entire body. Breathing in, I'm aware of some pains or tensions in my body. Breathing out, I release all the pains and tensions in my body. Breathing in, I feel well. Breathing out, I feel at ease. And he goes on to say, you can practice with this verse many times throughout the day, at work or any time, to bring back a feeling of spaciousness, relaxation, and refreshment. Sometimes placing your hand on your belly as you're listening to those words or something similar or reading can be really helpful. And even just, taking that deep breath in and that deep breath out with no words, just the intention of creating space, coming back to your center, coming back to peace, can make a tremendous difference. So I'm really running out of light. And this video is now coming up on 13 minutes long. So I'd like to end here and thank you for sharing this little video series with me, and wishing you very safe and healthy and peaceful holidays. Much love. Namaste.